Welcome to A Journey into Yoga. I'm Susan Rubenstein. I'm here on the beautiful Flower Bridge in Simsbury and a gorgeous afternoon. So today's practice is really about feeling a nice stretch, not overdoing it, especially when it's warm. We don't want to overheat ourselves. We want to do stretches that feel nourishing, especially if we've been maybe outside, physically moving around, or gardening, or taking our pets for a walk. We might want to come in and do something that's more soothing and cooling. So maybe more an active stretch or maybe an active yoga class is just not something that you want to do in the summer, so you're looking for something a little more on the gentle side, except we always want to think about ways that we're still opening ourselves up. So I'm going to give you some tools on that today of how to fit yoga into your life during the summer. So joining me today is my friend Penny, who has been taking yoga with me for many, many years, and we do classes together every week. We've done workshops. So I know from Penny, yoga is an important part of your life.
Yes, very much so.
Right, and it really helps us in so many ways. And as our bodies change, as we start to age, we really find that yoga can still fit our needs of what we're looking for. So what I'm going to have you do today is just sit comfortably. Cross your legs, draw your sits bones out. So if you're not comfortable sitting on the floor, try sitting on a chair, something stable. And if you're new to trying yoga, make sure that you run it by your doctor to rule out any potential health risks, okay? This is more on the gentle side, so you should be okay, but you just want to rule out anything that may be a potential problem. Even when you're doing yoga, it's nice to have maybe a towel and something to drink nearby. So we're going to start with breathing, right? Basically, the fundamentals to everything that we do is our breath. But the important thing is to give ourselves time to breathe, to create that union of body, mind, and breath. So I'm going to have you rest your hands against your knees. We're going to take a moment to soften our gaze, close the eyes. And as I do that, I feel this soft breeze coming up off Farmington River, which feels so nice. And that breeze can remind me of my own breath. So as you sit here, I want you to first listen for the sound of your own breath. Maybe it's a subtle sound. Maybe you find if you bring your lips together, it's a more enhanced sound. As you're breathing, let the breath seep in through the nose. And then let the breath either whisper out of the mouth or continue out of the nose. As you start to feel the breath move in the body as well as hearing it, notice as you slowly inhale the space that you begin to feel as your belly begins to open, as if you were blowing up a balloon. Let that gentle exhale drop the navel back into the spine. Just find a way to get into breathing in and slowly out. A feeling of ebb and flow. Notice your body begins to relax itself. Maybe up until this point you were feeling slightly disconnected from your body. Your head was moving with thoughts, always going in one direction, and your body, you weren't quite feeling it take its full steps or reach or touch or move. So yoga is a wonderful way to reconnect with that. So all I want you to do now is just take a moment to listen, to feel, and connect with your breath. Maybe even inhaling at a count of 4 or 5. And finding the exhaling to match. to bring our hands together. So we softly just take a moment to honor our bodies for the poses that it's about to explore. So now let's take a deep breath in and extend our arms out. As we exhale, we're going to take a side stretch. So the hand comes down, we reach over, we extend out the fingers. Inhale, come back through center, bring your hands together into your heart space. And then exhale, slowly come over to the other side, taking that full stretch. Let's repeat that again. Inhale, coming through center. And then exhale, gently coming over to the side. Inhaling. And exhaling. A couple more times. Inhale. And exhaling. One more time, take a deep breath and exhale. Good, let's come back to center and then take a slow forward fold over your legs. As we're sitting, even just for a couple minutes, our hips can feel a little stiff. So we just want to hinge forward. Let your spine lengthen, feel the ease of your breath. Reach the crown of the head to the sky, open. Let's change the cross of the legs now. Now let's take a slow twist. So as you turn, let's take a moment to pause, to see what's out in front of you, to take in the view, to really enjoy being in the moment. And then come through center, inhaling up, taking that full stretch to the sky, and then find your way, going in the opposite direction, letting your breath flow. Breathing in and slowly breathing out. We'll take ourselves back through center, and once again we drop over those hips, over the legs. Hands can be by your hips, hands can be forward. It's really finding a practice that fits you. So you need to listen to your body, the different sensations, and then let's start to come up. So we're going to take the legs gently out in front of us. Let's just start circling through the ankles. So the ankles are a joint. So we want to loosen them up. And as we're doing that, we want to try to find good posture in how we are seated. So we work from our sits bones up through the channel of our spine to the crown of the head, and then from those sits bones down right into our feet. Now, legs are extended. Let's open the arms and inhale up. We're going to do a little flow. I'm going to catch the hands behind my back as I hinge forward. Coming back up again. Inhale. Exhale. Notice as you start to come up, you can lift your heart. Inhaling. Lifting your eyes up or your brow. Exhaling. A couple more times. Inhale. Exhale. So it's nice just to softly move through flow to get the stiffness out of your body. Now, just walk your hands back, outside of the hips. Hinge as far forward as you can without feeling too much sensation in that lower back or discomfort in your hamstrings. It's really important not to overdo. Maybe you need to bend your knees in order to give yourself a little bit more space in the joints. Now we're going to come up. I'm going to bend through my right leg. We're going to sweep around and hug that right leg. Again, we're going to find our gaze point. So the mind needs a time out, just as the body needs time to take care of itself through exercise, through stretching. So it's nice that when we do these things, to just take the time to really enjoy where you are at that moment. Just carving out a little what we call me time, self-care. Now come around through center. We're going to let the knee drop out. This is really nice to open up the hip. And then take a slow stretch down your front leg. So again, we just want to ease into it. Try to keep your shoulders soft, the crown of the head reaching. Encouraging your breath to be there. Now, I'm going to continue to stretch over the leg, but I'm going to turn open once again, sweeping the arm back. Nice little stretch across the chest. Shoulders are relaxed. Come through center. Now open the arms, slide the foot towards you. So we're going to work on a little bit of seated balance. We're going to scoop under the foot, lift it, start to extend it. Now we can keep the knee bent, or we can fully extend the leg. So we move towards the sits bones, we reach through the crown. Now sometimes what I like to do is then go into a twist. Lengthen leg, getting into what we call the IT bend. Come back through center, bend the knee, and slide both legs down. So let's take a big scoop. Take a gentle forward fold. We'll pause here for a couple moments. Reconnect. And then come up through center. So if you brought something along with you to drink, take a moment to have a sip. To stay hydrated and also keeping the joints lubricated, because if we get dehydrated we start to dry out, we start to feel a little bit achy. So what we're going to do is bend the knee, take that gentle turn. This is really good for those back muscles to stretch. Just encourage the breath to be right where it needs to be. Wander your way through center. We're going to take a deep breath here and then drop the knee slowly out. Reach up, soften your shoulders, and carry yourself forward and down. Take a moment to pause. And once again, connect with you. Now let's start to float the arm and open once again to the side. So different from the twist we just felt, we get a little more of a rotation and an opening through heart space. As we move through center, let's start to slide the foot in, reaching for the back of the thigh or the bottom of the foot. We'll slowly begin to extend. And again, coming forward onto those sits bones. Maybe taking a soft twist. Come through center. Let the breath flow. Good. Now, as we start to take this leg down, let's turn both knees out. We call this cobbler pose. So this is a nice inner and outer thigh stretch. Let's just draw the knees up and down, loosening them up. Good. Now draw the knees out, take a full breath, stay upright or start to walk forward with your hands coming down. You're cradling your feet and opening the bottoms of your feet like the pages of a book. From there we softly move the elbows in front of our shins. As the shoulders drop down, the chin comes in towards the chest. We breathe. Taking the next breath in through the body, we come up. Let's slide the hands behind, take the feet out, and just let the knees gently fold side to side. All right, so let's spend a little time on our hands and our knees. So if you need something underneath your knee, it's a good idea to work with a blanket, a pillow, or you can always take one of your older mats and cut up pieces, which is a great way to just give you a little extra padding. So we look down to our hands, we see a 5-pointed star. Now what I want you to do is bring your knees out wide, take the big toes together, and then start to press the hips back. Now as you do that, your elbows drop down. We're going to stack the hands on top of each other. We're going to make two fists to lower the forehead down. To a resting child's pose. So this is really great to open up your hips. You see, we're lengthening through the back here. So it's a really feel-good pose. And if your hips are tight, it's a nice one to do. And with the knees open, less stress on the knee joint. So let's stay here for a few more breaths, because the breathing is a really important component to your yoga practice. Now let's gently start to come back up to all fours. So we line up so that our wrists are underneath our shoulders, our knees are under our hips. So now, take a deep breath. As you exhale, I want you to slide your right leg back. Stay on your right hand, and then open to the left. You're on your left knee. So this rotation feels wonderful. Again, as we're outdoors, I can feel the wonderful breeze coming off the river. Let's take it through center and switch sides. So a nice gentle stretch. Opening us up. Back to center. Let's keep ourselves on our hands and knees and circle through the hips. So this is a nice way just to loosen up your joints. And going in the other direction. Good. So now we're going to get ready for a pose that's called downward facing dog. Now Penny is going to demonstrate a wonderful alternative move that you can do using a countertop or a wall or something in front of you that we call this either wall dog or we call it just a half dog. So you're going to take a deep breath. Now for the regular downward facing dog on your mat, have your hands forward of your shoulders. If you're using something in front of you, Penny is demonstrating how wonderfully we can stretch the spine by reaching those arms out in front, lengthening from shoulders to hips. She's positioned beautifully. And as she drops those hips down to her feet, she's really opening up her back body. So an alternative, which I'll show you from the side, of the classic downward dog, hands are out in front. We step back and we transform our bodies into an inverted V. Now we both can start to pedal those feet. So you want to feel that you're loosening up your joints here. Just nice and easy. Good. Our bellies are toned. So as much as we feel the energy of this pose, it's really meant to feel more restorative. Now let's see if we can lift both heels up and then drop them down. Just do that a few times like you're doing a calf raise. Beautiful. Stay here just for a few more moments. Remember, if you're not supposed to have your head below your heart, I prefer you to use the wall space. Good. Now from here, let's start to walk our hands and our feet together. We're going to bend the knees and hang forward into what we call ragdoll. So notice I'm letting my arms just kind of take over here. Soft bend in the knees and rolling out through the arms. Very, very strong through your core, but relaxed. And then maybe I'll choose just to sway side to side. Good. And then rolling up through ragdoll. We're going to come up into what we call in yoga mountain pose. Feet right underneath our hips. We're going to just move through a couple standing exercises before we come into relaxation. So bring your hands together. We're going to take a deep breath in, reach all the way up. Exhale, lean a little bit to the right. Inhale back through center. Over to the left. Come up through center with a soft arch. Now gently swan dive. You can come into table. You can come all the way down into a forward fold. Take a deep breath in, lift your heart. Lower your heart. And now bend your knees, scoop your arms forward, come all the way up. And hands together. So that's something that you can do 3, 4, 5 times. We'll do one more together. Let's take a deep breath in. Let's take a stretch over to the right. Inhale through center. Find your way to the left. Come back through center with a soft arch. Slowly lower down. Inhale halfway upward hard, lengthen spine. Exhale. Inhale, scoot forward, reach all the way up. And exhale. So if you've got time, it's sometimes nice when you come to standing to do a quick set of balance. So all you need to do for balance really is not have to get fancy in tree pose or eagle or any of those. Standing on one foot and lifting the knee is really a wonderful way to work your balance. So let yourself experience that, all right? So if you've got time today, try to do that. Try to spend 1 minute on each side, just standing on one foot. Maybe have a countertop near you or a wall, all right? So I want you to take care of that on your own because we don't have much time left together, but balance is something important you want to incorporate into your practice. All right, let's take it down onto our mats again. Now, this is the opportunity where you get to lie down, and there's nothing better than lying down after moving your body, right? You can't do legs up the bridge. Well, we're close. So here's what we're gonna do. When you lie down, you're gonna just start to relax your body and alternate bringing your knee in towards your chest. So this is just a great way to loosen up. And then bend your knees, place your feet on the floor, and start to do some gentle knee marches. So that might feel really good. And then if you feel good and you want to just do a pose that again is meant to feel distorted, we can do bridge. So we set our feet on the floor, draw the belly in, pelvis is nice and open. We just delicately lift the hips and maybe include some of the spine. So when you're lifting up to bridge, you can opt to bring your hands underneath you. You can choose to really think about some different supports. So let's take one more breath in bridge. And again, you can always take time to hold this pose a little bit longer than the time that we have. So now I'm just going to have Penny exhale coming out of bridge. It's really a nice finisher. And then what's going to happen now is you're going to find time to relax yourselves. So as we come to the end of the show, I just want you to find your breath. And just listen to my words. Self-care is about caring for you from the inside out. One of the most important things is to take care of yourself each and every day. So we do that by nourishing ourselves through what we eat, through our surroundings, people that we share our lives and our time with, most importantly, how we're caring for our body each and every day. So I want you to take time for you, today, tomorrow, the next day, even if it's for just a couple minutes. Remember your breath, remember your body, nourish your mind with good thoughts. So I thank you for joining me on this journey into yoga, exploring a healthy summer practice. Namaste.
Funding for Simsbury Community Television is provided in part by contributions from viewers like you. Thank you.